Finished the Missfit B-17. I finally got all the decals on, and I went back in with the airbrush and finished weathering up and toned down the decals and touched up a few little areas, but we are done. For an old kit, it's a fun kit. It's got a little few flaws, but nothing major. And underside. Propellers. And next in the bomber series, I want to do the B-29, which I will probably do a video on that this afternoon. Next up, we're going to start. This is the Randy Cooper Star Destroyer kit. As you can tell, that is huge. That's just the conning tower. It's a beautiful kit, and I'll do another video where I can lay out some of the parts and show everybody what you get. When I started putting together the bottom half, it comes in, basically the hole's in 8 pieces, and you do get a frame, basically a partial frame, and it's pretty stout. I got this all epoxied in, which I'm gonna have to go to the hardware store, and first thing I gotta do is I'm gonna add a wood frame all the way out to about here, and then I want to take some machine screws and bolt it in so it'll be real good and rigid and sturdy. And very little cleanup. The kit's gorgeous, and detail on it's just phenomenal. And I'll show you the size. I mean, this almost comes up to my knee. This thing's like 3 foot 40 inches long. And there's only one little part that I almost got this flush, except right here I could not get it, just would not go together. So what I'm going to do, and I got it all epoxied and set now, I'm going to go in with baking soda and super glue, and I'm just going to run a bead all the way through the gap, and then I'll go in with AB's epoxy sculpt and resculpt that, and that won't be no problem at all. And this is going to run off of a 12 volt, so I'm probably going to put the jack about right there. So everyone will see the progress on this once I get farther along, but I gotta make a frame first. That's the priority before I put any lights in it. Mars Attacks. I'll start with the head. I got it basically painted. I got a bunch of washes in him, and I started dry brushing and blending and kind of going two-tone effect. And then once I shoot some dull coat on him, the sheen will be gone. For the eyeballs, I cheated and used Archer eyeballs. I think it makes it look pretty decent. For the body, he's basically done. I'm going back in and dry brushing, doing some highlights and doing some washes on, and then I'm going to go back in with the airbrush, do some shading. Don't want him too cartoony, but kind of want him lifelike. Hopefully I'll get that accomplished today. The base, basically painting the flesh, painting out the corpse part, painted the guts and everything, and I just put in basic colors, and I want to go in with either a wash or a sludge wash and just grime it down where it looks wet, and then I'll go back in and do the highlights and airbrush the base, and then go out to the driveway, go get the some gravel, and I'll just use some white glue and put in gravel places so you have debris and rock on the base. Give it that little more realism. And all I'm just down to is painting and everything else on the Mars Attack kit. Now here's the dome. The dome it's going to be a little bit bigger. So, and I ain't there yet, but I'm probably going to build a little bit of a riser just to accommodate it, and I'll cast it in resin, and I'll just probably offer that so you can fit the dome on, so everybody can remove it real easily. That's what I'm doing on the Mars attacks. Finished off the B-17. I'll show everyone the B-29 later today, and the very small Randy Cooper Star Destroyer kit.